Hello, it's Andrew Vaughan here from St Barnabas Church, Isted Rise, and this morning I'm with Farmer John from Brodditch Farm. And the reason I've come to speak to Farmer John is because we're in the season of harvest, and this Sunday it's our harvest service, our harvest Thanksgiving service. So I'm going to ask Farmer John a few questions.
Absolutely. Nice to see you, Andrew.
Oh, great to be here. Fantastic. Thank you for sparing the time to let me come and meet you today. But I just wondered, what actual crops do you grow here? What do you actually do here on the farm?
Right, okay, so we're farming roughly 500 acres. And on that land we're farming, obviously with our farm shop, a lot of vegetables, growing quite a bit of veg to put on the shelf. But mainly we're growing a lot of cereals, so it's your wheat, barley. We have had oilseed rape, although this year we're now going to be growing some linseed instead of. And some oats. So it's combinable crops, stuff we can harvest with a combine harvester.
And what are the vegetables then that you grow?
So vegetable wise, if we run through the seasons, asparagus, rhubarb, sweet corn, marrows, courgettes, pumpkins obviously now, coming up to October, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, curly kale, a range of different veg.
Wow, so your vegetables, are they all for sale in the shop, or do you sell them to other people?
Mainly just for the shop.
Mainly for the shop?
The idea is to supply the shop. If there's an excess, then hopefully we can find an outside buyer as well, but it's mainly our own use.
And the cereals, are they sold?
Cereals we send to a cooperative store, which is 7 Mile Lane at Merryworth. There's a big grain store there. It's a cooperative of farmers, different farmers, all put into the store, and then there's a marketing team who sell the grain for us from there. So we pay to basically put our grain into storage, and then they market it for us. So we haven't got as with all world trades, there's ups and downs, and to try and read it is it's a minefield. Wow. So there's people there who know what they're doing, and they deal with it, and that's how we market it.
And this year, how's this year been? I know it's been a upside down year for everybody, but what about for you?
Well, I mean, COVID aside, the weather patterns, as I'm sure everyone will remember, we had one of the wettest winters, certainly that I can ever remember, through from early doors, from this time of year, from October, so we're in September, October, and it seemed to go right through until, February, March. It's a constant 5 or 6 months of horrendous wet weather. Consequently, a lot of the winter cropping didn't get put in, so the wheats, the barleys, oats, etc. weren't drilled, they weren't sown at the right time, which would be this time of year, now, sort of September, October. We couldn't get those cereals in the ground. And this wasn't just us, this was up and down the country. It affected, I think they said there was about 25% of the winter plantings that went in. So it was a huge reduction. That and what went in very late, and so the knock-on effect of that, if you remember, we had a very dry April and May, which is when we need the rain to obviously, it's the main growing time for everything to kick on. It didn't happen, so crops tended to then dry off and die, senesce, much earlier than they would have done. So yields were greatly reduced. We finished up with, instead of having a 4-tonne crop to the acre of wheat, we were down to 2.5, 3 at best. Which we've had before, to be honest. It has happened before in drought years, but not to this degree. It's, nationally, the country is, farming-wise, has been hit very hard. And with the vegetables, again, April and May is when we're planting a lot of our veg. So again, the seed beds were very dry. We couldn't get, germination. I'm sure everyone's had it in their gardens, but at least you've got a hose pipe or a watering can. Unfortunately, we don't have irrigation on the farm, so we're relying on rainfall, which we've got plenty of now, but it's a bit late.
Especially in the last 24 hours.
Exactly. But there we are. It's farming. It's what we deal with it. We've dealt with it before. And we'll carry on. We're still going to be farming. I mean, I'm the 6th generation.
Sixth generation?
Myself and my brother. So it's, we'll carry on.
Fantastic. Well, I just want to say thank you. I think, first of all, on behalf of our church, but also the community of Isley Rise, because many of us come and get our Christmas trees here and use the shop and all the other things that you do for us in the community, and also with the connection with the schools, all the other great stuff. But just to say thank you for putting the food on our plates, you know, and into our fridges, you know, and enabling us to go to the supermarkets and to be part of that system that puts food into our homes. So thank you so much.
Well, you're welcome. I say, enjoy growing, enjoy doing it.
Thank you.
You're most welcome.
Thank you.
Excellent.